Anthony Joshua recently confirmed that he will be ready to fight Tyson Fury in December after the WBC champion offered to meet him in a Battle of Britain fight by the end of the year. What could have been the reason Tyson Fury made this offer to Anthony Joshua? This is what we'll find out in this video, so make sure you stick with me to the end. Now, without wasting any time, let's dive into it. A declaration of the decades in the world of boxing. The world of boxing is known for moving large numbers of fans of contact sports to turn on the television in anticipation of what may happen, especially when two superstars compete against each other. The fight between Tyson Fury, 34 years old, and Anthony Joshua, 32 years old, would not be different, since both fighters have been leading the heavyweights for a decade. Although Joshua comes from losing twice in a row against Alexander Usyk, the Watford man managed to chain 22 consecutive victories, 21 KOs, which made him one of the great stars of the sport. Fury, for his part, has an undefeated record of 32-0, 23 KOs, and he's the reigning WBC world champion. Both boxers have exchanged declarations in the past about a possible fight between them, but it's never been as close to becoming real as it is now. Anthony Joshua's response to Fury's shock offer. On Monday, Fury posted a video on social media offering a title fight with Joshua, who's coming off a point loss last month in his rematch against WBA, WBO, IBF champion Alexander Usyk. It was Joshua's second straight loss to the Ukrainian. It's the first time that he has suffered two consecutive defeats among professionals. In his video from Monday, Fury said, "Anthony Joshua, I know you just lost a fight to Usyk, and you're out of rebound right now, and I'd like to give you the opportunity to fight me for the WBC World Heavyweight Championship and the Lineal Championship in the coming months. You're coming out of a 12-round fight, so you're in good shape. You're ready. I'll give you a few months' notice. If you're interested, I'll send you the date, and we can fight in a Battle of Britain for the WBC World Heavyweight Championship. Let me know if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll choose another opponent." Joshua was not likely to take the bite, since his team wants him to fight someone else to help him get back on track. But his reply on social media was rather the opposite. Joshua, who handed over his belts by unanimous decision to Usyk in London, then responded on social media, telling his familiar foe, Fury, to deal directly with his management team. "Yeah, calm," Joshua had posted. He further stated that he doesn't participate in online discussions just for influence, and added that if Tyson Fury had any questions for him, that he's able, and that if Tyson Fury really wants to do it, he should call his management team. He concluded by confirming that he would be ready in December. Fury, undefeated in his 33 fights as a professional, was expected to face Usyk for the undisputed crown. However, the former undisputed light heavyweight champion would like to wait until next year to rest after the fight against Joshua in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Now, with both fighters interested in the fight taking place, and with the ideal situation of both fighters for it, it's time for the promoters and their sponsors to agree and make official what would be one of the most mediatic fights of the decade. In other news, Andy Ruiz knocks down Ortiz 3 times and takes unanimous victory. Andy Ruiz had a lot to improve on Sunday night, especially to those who didn't think he could keep fighting for the heavyweight title and thought Luis Ortiz would beat him. He showed that he's still one of the best fighters in the ring and that he could win against a dangerous, hard-hitting opponent. Ruiz knocked Ortiz down 3 times on his way to a close, unanimous decision win at Crypto.com Arena. Ruiz won the WBA World Title Elimination bout with scores of 114-111, 114-111, and 113-112. He now has a record of 35-2 with 22 knockouts. The fight against Ruiz was between two fighters who were both at the top 10 ranking. Ruiz is ranked number 5 and Ortiz is ranked number 6. Both boxers were confident right from the start, standing in the middle of the ring and trading serious blows. In the second round, Ortiz was knocked out by a right hand to the top of the head. Ortiz beat the count, but he was pushed to the ground. Referee Thomas Taylor still gave Ortiz an 8 count while he was standing. Ortiz did well to come back strong in the round. He hit Ruiz twice with left crosses to the head, which knocked him out. Long story cut short, Ortiz was winning the 7th round when Ruiz hit him with a right hand. Ortiz fell to the floor, but he didn't look like he was hurt by the punch. He beat the count and continued to fight Ruiz until the round was over. Ortiz took the lead in the final round because he knew he was behind on the scorecards. He hit 2 good crosses to the left that Ruiz took well. He let his hands go, but he couldn't hit consistently again before the bell rang to end the fight. Ruiz admitted after the fight that he was afraid of Ortiz's strong punches, but that he made some adjustments during the fight. Next up, Tyson Fury belittles Andy Ruiz, stating that he doesn't see him as a worthy contender for his WBC title. Tyson Fury's title challenger will come out of a match between Andy Ruiz and the winner of the Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius, but Gypsy King already practically assumes that he will face Wilder. After Andy Ruiz's victory over Luis Ortiz, the president of the World Boxing Boxing Council, Mauricio Suleiman, declared that it was qualifying to contend with the WBC heavyweight title and that the Destroyer will wait the winner of the fight between Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius to confront him. Whoever emerges victorious will be able to fight Fury for the organization's world belt. When Michael Benson, one of the most respected boxing journalists in the world, spread the information, Tyson Fury replied on his social media, belittling Andy Ruiz and Robert Helenius, pointing out that he will fight Wilder for the fourth time. "It seems that I will fight against Wilder for the fourth time," wrote the WBC champion, along with an emoji of a laughter in response. Next, Sandor Martin seems closer to his World Cup dream. Let's find out. The Catalan Sandor Martin burst onto the world of boxing with force, with a sensational victory on points against former multi-weight world champion Mikey Garcia, and also at his home in Fresno, California. Since he debuted as a professional a few days before his 18th birthday, defeating the Armenian Armen Hovspayan, the Barcelona University student has not stopped taking steps forward in a career brought to perfection by his father and coach, Rafa Martin, in which they've played an important role for his two defeats, one against the Frenchman Lepeli and the second against the Swedish Yeet, in the defense of his continental title. To date, he has a great record with 40 victories, 12 of them are out of the limit. The exhibition of Eder Sandor was very popular on the other side of the pond, and his name rose like foam in the rankings of his super lightweight, in which he has already been champion of Europe, Spain, the European Union, and World Junior. And he has no intention of going up, since he is still comfortable. Was he comfortable for a long time? I bet not. Time in elite boxing goes at its own pace, and you have to know how to move slowly, but also without pause. The fact is that since then, he's only been in the ring once. At the Valley de Hebron, in an incontestable victory against the Mexican puncher Jose Felix, he had knocked down 30 of his rivals to win on the fast track. In an incontestable victory against the Mexican puncher Jose Felix, he had knocked down 30 of his rivals to win on the fast track. At last, the panorama is clearing up favorably, and his dream of fighting for a world title is much closer. But it won't be immediately, and everything indicates that it won't be before next summer either. The World Boxing Association, WBA, had set August 12th as the date for the auction of the duel between Sandor Martin and the controversial British Ojero dos Tanques Davis, 24 wins, 17 by KO, and 2 losses, who, faithful to his style, has already ensured that his rival would not be a threat. The difficult and very expensive objective was bringing the fight to Barcelona to keep the fighter trained in the KO Verdun in the race for a vacant title that was to be played on August 20th by the Dominican Alberto Puello. He won with difficulty the Spanish Maravilla Alonso and the Ukrainian of Uzbek origin Boltirzan Akhmedov. The problem was that the winner was to face Venezuelan Ismael Barroso later, and only then would Sandor go into play. In other words, the race was long and heavy, but at least the cards were on the table. So that concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. Also, let me know in the comment section what your expectations in the fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are. Who's likely to win in your opinion? Thanks for watching. See you next time.